Hey guys, welcome to day 1 of making a crochet mesh button up in less than 6 days. So I decided to grab some yarn and I kind of grabbed whatever I could find, and this was my inspo. I think it was pretty good. I did really like the inspo picture. Hopefully it would be good. Then I did my best to rummage through everything in my room to try and find a crochet hook. Luckily I did, and then I got started. This was the mesh stitch. At first I absolutely loved it, and then as I kept going I realized that I really liked it, so I just kept going to see how far I would get. Then I did a lot of crocheting while watching My Life with the Walter Boys, and then it switched to where we were now watching The Rookie. Then I ran out of yarn, but luckily I had another ball of scrap yarn, so I used that, and basically that's where it ended on day 1. I will see you guys tomorrow for day 2. Hi guys, welcome back to day 2 of making a crochet wearable in less than a week. I started the morning off around 9 a.m. and my goal for today was to finish the back panel and start on both of the front panels. I finished the back panel around 11:53, around noon, and I decided to actually measure the back panel instead of just chaining and figuring it out, and the length was about 25 inches. Half of 25 is about 12 and a half, so I went down to 12 and a half to see how that would look. I figured out it was a bit too long, so I decided to move down to about 9.5 inches, and that was quite literally perfect, so I got started on both of the front panels. I decided to work both of the front panels at the same time because I like to see progress, and if I don't see progress, there's no reason to continue the project. Around 2 p.m., my hands started cramping up, so I decided to take a break. I got about halfway through both of the front panels. After taking a break, I started working again at 4 while watching Doogie Kamehameha Aloha, one of my favorite shows. I got the first panel done and then seamed everything together once I got the second panel done, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the button band in a bright color. So you guys will get to see that tomorrow. Anyway, thank you and goodbye. Hey guys, welcome back to day 3 of making a wearable in less than a week. The first thing I did was I worked on getting the trim on there. I used this bright yellow color, which I think turned out really good. I used a double crochets and half double crochets for the corners. I just did a granny stitch and then I just followed it along, and then it was basically time to weave in all of the ends. I kind of wish I did this a little earlier, but you know. The first side took about a minute, not very long, that little section, and then it took about 10 minutes to weave in all of the ends because I wanted to make sure that the ones on the outside were weaved in, just so it looked pretty nice. This is what it looked like, and then I did use a crochet hook and a scissors to weave in the ends, and this is all of the ends, good for scrap yarn. Then I decided to block it, so here we go. Hey guys, welcome to day 4. We started off with buttons, okay? Today is all about buttons. I wasn't sure which ones to pick, so I went through a bunch of jars at my grandma's house, and she had so many buttons. It was crazy. I ended up picking these ones, and then also these tan ones as well, and then a few other ones I grabbed were also, like, green ones and all of that. This is just, like, all the buttons that she had. These were all I chose. There was a green pack behind, and I think I'm gonna go with the tan ones, but I'm not sure. I can't figure out if I want the green ones or the blue ones. Anyway, that's all for today. I will see you guys tomorrow to put them on. Hey guys, welcome to day 5 and the last and final day of this series. I decided to sew on the buttons late last night, and I used these little tan ones while watching a TV show with my family, and I was really liking it until I woke up this morning and I looked at it and I was like, it's clashing way too much. Like, I don't like this. So I put the blue buttons over top, and then I decided to sew them on just to see what they would look like. So I did a little surgery on the tan buttons and I cut them off, and then I started sewing the blue buttons. And let me tell you, I absolutely love them. I had a lot of fun making this, and I cannot wait to wear it on vacation. So thank you so much for watching, and have an amazing day. I will see you guys when I post about it on vacation.